I think Atlanta has some of the strongest... Jesus. About 3 years ago, I moved back to Atlanta to start my career as a professional artist, and that decision saved my life. It didn't save my life because I have some amazing career or because I'm making a lot of money. I'm definitely not. But it saved my life because I found people that to this day challenge me, love me, and support me in a way that I could never believe. I found this island of misfit toys, these people who are so passionate about making work happen and are so young and so hungry. And those people are what are encouraging me on this next artistic venture I have. I'm excited to announce and talk about Atlanta's newest late night comedy show, The Come Up. The show is going to work on a late night format where I'm going to host, and it's going to star all of my wacky, super talented, super punk rocky friends who are on the come up. People who are so talented but haven't been invited to enough tables in Atlanta, so we're making a table for them. We're not just a showcase for weird art, we are a place that is taking care of weird artists. We're gonna have a lot of different multidisciplinary talent coming through, guys. We're gonna have comedians, we're gonna have a different live band every month, cooking shows, wrestling, drag acts, everything you can think of is going to be on that stage. It is gonna be a very specifically curated show every month. And it's going to feature a different panel every single time. And the first panel, and I'm super excited to announce it, is going to be Havoc Movement Company. People who I believe in my heart of hearts exemplify the punk rock attitude that we're looking for. People who make their own art that is distinctly theirs. I use the word punk rock a lot when talking about this project and talking about the kind of work I want to do. And for me, that doesn't... I think a lot of people see punk rock as a fist, a thing that fights against something. And it is, but I think the culture that we're trying to fight against is a culture that takes advantage of artists, a culture that doesn't give them what they deserve. So that being said, the most ferociously punk rock thing we can do is celebrate the art of these artists, and also we're gonna try to do that in our compensation model. The promise of the come up is that I will never make any money off this show as a producer. Once we have paid for the venue, once we have paid for any of the miscellaneous fees that come with that, it all goes to artists. All the door goes to artists. I partially created this out of bad experiences I had as both an actor and specifically a comedian. Times that I'd work really, really bad bar shows and put a lot of my heart into it with a lot of other artists, and see how a booker would take all the money or a venue would take all the money and, you know, like, hey, maybe you get $2 and you should be so thankful. And I don't think that top-down producing approach helps anybody create good work. I want to make sure people feel valued. I want to make sure people are financially valued. Also, it's gonna be a party. I specifically talked to our venue to make sure that this event can be BYOB. We're going to be selling alcohol there. It's gonna be a party, guys. The idea is that it's a stuffy cabaret where you can see showcased local art. It is catching the light of people who are our friends and building a greater community together. If this is the kind of show and the kind of art that you would like to see in your community, I would sincerely appreciate any level of donations. Again, this show will happen, absolutely. But any level of donations means that our overhead is a lot lower, which means artists can get paid more, musicians walk away with more, comedians walk away with more, queens walk away with more, whoever's performing walks away with more of the door. So in a way, a donation to this project isn't a donation to me personally, it is a donation to all those artists that are going to be on that stage. The big way I'm choosing to financially incentivize this is, and I'm going to regret saying this, I will put my body on the line for the biggest individual donation to this show. I will let you choose my next tattoo, which I will get live on stage during our November show. Now, caveat, this tattoo cannot get me fired from any job. So, obviously nothing sexist, racist, hateful in any way, and no, like, penises, unless they're like a fun, creative penis. You know, I believe in the show that much. I will, get a dumb tattoo for that. I believe in this show, and I believe in this community. I also assure you, nothing is going to be dumber than any of the tattoos I already have. And the party doesn't stop there. I'm hoping that this is the jumping off point for the biggest party in Atlanta Arts every month, where we're gonna go to a local restaurant or bar afterwards, and we're all gonna meet up. And it's not gonna be like a gross networking event where you meet like who's who. You meet who's going to be. You meet these people that you can collaborate with, that you can learn about. This is my vision, to basically create a commune of artists. And that sounds culty. That's what I want. So yeah, I'm trying to make a cult, and I hope you'll be a part of it, and that we can show everybody that if you're a creative, Atlanta is the best place in the world to be. 770 till I die, y'all.